Приготовьтесь к выполнению гимнастических упражнений. Выпрямитесь. Голову повыше, плечи слегка назад. Раз, два, три, четыре. Раз, два, три, четыре.
Tskaltubo is a small town located in the central part of West Georgia. In 1931, Stalin visited Tskaltubo for balneological treatment, they say for his leg pain. Impressed by the natural beauty and healing waters, he gave the order to begin the construction of a large resort town, and the best architects of the USSR took part in designing the resort. However, following the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, Tskaltubo faced a bleak fate. The once grand resorts were left deserted and became victims of theft and robbery. I'm traveling here with Dominic. I thought that he's from Dominican Republic, but he's from Canada.
No, I'm from Canada, Quebec.
What did you expect from a post-Soviet country?
I don't know, honestly, you know. Here in the city, I expect it to be like that, a bit like in ruin and crumbling, a bit like... Except I don't know, you know.
You expected crumbling and abandoned?
A bit, yeah. Post-Soviet city sometimes will be like
well,
that, you know.
This city is probably the most abandoned. What do you know overall about the USSR? What were you told in Canada and studied about the USSR?
In Canada, for sometimes the USSR was like the enemy, you know. So we were like capitalists against communists, you know. That's what we thought, we were taught in school, you know. And we play a lot of ice hockey against them, you know. There was like Canadian against USSR in ice hockey, something like that. But it's just Canada was capitalist country with the US against the USSR and Cuba and stuff like that, you know.
А сюда можно зайти?
Слышь, дорогая, здесь платно.
Ух ты!
Зашли здесь отдыхающие, когда Советский Союз был. И они жили здесь до 90-го. А 90-го года, уже 91-го, зашли сюда беженцы из Абхазии. И они до сих пор жили здесь. Сейчас уже живет мало.
Вам когда больше нравилось в Грузии? В Советском Союзе или после развала?
Советский Союз. Все будет нормально, рабочие места были, а сейчас нигде ничего нету.
А кто тут, получается, отдыхал? Только элиты какие-то или абсолютно все жители СССР?
Не было, да, разница. Здесь приходили эти металлургические заводы. Есть санаториум медиа, там врачи, медсестры приехали. А есть шахтер, там тоже название.
А дорого было тут
отдыхать?
Нет,
покушал.
Холл?
Холл, да.
А тут был кинотеатр, да?
Да.
Такой вообще масштабный. Вам нравится жить в Tskaltubo?
Конечно.
And here it was a fitness gym. Dominic is already exercising.
It's not a brain for me, okay? I won't die and I don't know how to spell the city, so I won't die there.
Do you like this fitness gym?
Yeah, it's okay. You need the renovation.
Just a little bit of renovation. А вы тут администратор?
Да, я с Абхазии. В 92-м пришли, попали здесь. Это исторический санаторий. Его немцы строили. Жизнь это была, когда Советский Союз был. Для всех. А сейчас жизнь для бизнесменов, а простой народ страдает. Вот возьмем сейчас Украину. Кто имел деньги, кто имел капитал, все переехали. А простые люди также и остались или убивают. Мы должны люди встать на ноги, чтобы все от нас зависит. Если мы встанем, все, весь народ встанем, нам эта война не нужна. Америка над нами играется. Дружно жить. Как приезжали к нам русские, я из Гагари, приезжали русские, гуляли. И, знаешь, очень приятно было с ними общаться. Видишь, что сделал политика. Уже друг друга ненавидим. Русский оккупант. Раньше не говорю. Я никогда не различала Украину с русским, потому что я думала, что это русские, Украина тоже русские. Там башкирка, там казах, кацап тоже. Никогда я их не различала.
It's crazy that people live just here in an abandoned sanatorium And here are their clothes. And for some reasons, there's so much water bottles. Sanatoriums were an integral part of Soviet healthcare, and they promoted well-being. Other sanatoriums in Canada?
No. People like the only way you could go to sanatorium back in the days that was because you were really sick, you know. And they are like.
So there are sanatoriums.
They were sanatorium before, but now people they go to the hospital. Like it's just. And sanatorium were for special disease. It used to be a thing, like when it was more religious, you know. The hospital system were run by the church, Catholic Church, and they will be sending sick people with certain disease to sanatorium.
For us, sanatoriums it's like restorative healthcare and
like prevention.
Yes, prevention. And usually not young people go to sanatoriums because
people.
It's kind of boring,
Yeah.
and usually older people go to sanatoriums. In Russia, it's super popular. And also people like veterans or from military or from hospitals, they get like a free
access to sanatorium once a year. And
yes.
there's always thermal water in sanatorium?
Usually, yes.
Yeah.
Sanatoriums are in some natural place, like mountains, and there are mineral waters, and you get balneological treatments. Would you go to this sanatorium?
Yeah, but you know I love thermal water, you know, so if I have thermal bath, I can do it. You know. But maybe not here. If they give me a good bed, you saw where the guy was living, it was like very simple bed, you know. I need a good mattress. You know.
Here they used to have a bar, and here there was a restaurant. Look how huge and nice with these windows and so much light and all in the nature. I think this was a really nice sanatorium for people from metallurgy factory. Россия, Грузия, дружба.
Дружба, чтобы был везде мир.
There were more than 20 sanatoriums and several bathhouses. And imagine during the Soviet times, this place was thriving. There were 4 daily trains from Moscow straight to Tskaltubo. It was that popular. And the elites of the Russian and Soviet ministry were getting treatments here. It was very, very popular, and for well-deserved vacation, people would come here. But now everything is just like this, with many dogs around. Are you training them?
I try to train that in my language, but it doesn't work.
I met a compatriot here from Moscow, Vladimir, and he is volunteering here. Как вообще так получилось, что из Москвы в Tskaltubo, и вот тут вы убираетесь?
В прошлом сентябре я принял решение, что переезжаю к друзьям в Грузию. Жил в Тбилиси 8 месяцев, потом обстоятельства привели меня в Tskaltubo, мне здесь очень понравилось. Вот, а пару недель назад я подумал, что как я могу отблагодарить эту землю, потому что, правда, здесь очень милые люди, очень классные. Я любил этот парк и заметил, что здесь, не хватает сил, что ли, у людей собирать мусор. Я решил как-то помочь. Вот, у меня есть свободное время, у меня есть мешки с мусором.
Я считаю, это самый крутой способ отблагодарить эту землю и страну. Ты вообще огромный молодец.
Спасибо.
So that sanatorium was for workers of the metallurgy factory, and this one is for workers of medical institutions, hospitals. People lived here in 2017
So they basically moved out.
and left the shot.
You want a shot? Vodka? Vodka or cha-cha?
Maybe cha-cha.
Maybe cha-cha, like made with love.
Do you like this wallpaper?
Yeah, it's okay. Papier peint, I would say. You like this guy?
Even the picture.
Nice swag, no? This is a...
He lived here and took cha-cha shots. Are you staying here?
Yes, this is my bed. I just need to fix this part.
Just imagine, Soviet elites were staying here. And now this is what's left after the Soviet Union. I'm shocked at how huge these sanatoriums are. So many people from all the Soviet countries were staying here. And now this is just empty. No one does anything. Well, some sanatoriums are being restored now, but it's a super slowly process. No one really does anything, and this place stays abandoned like this. Just several kilometers away from Tskaltubo, on the top of the hill, there is Stalin's dacha, which is a Russian countryside house, kind of. But it's super destroyed. We can't go there. He chose a super nice spot. Such a view and nature. And KGB sanatorium where everyone protects him. Mr. Stalin wouldn't be happy to see this dacha like this. Yeah. Stalin had about 7 dachas in the region of the Caucasus, one of them here in Tskaltubo. And overall they say that he was a super simple man and his houses were very simple, but he had lots of them. It's a real dacha because usually fruits grow on dacha.
Seriously?
Yes. In Canadian dacha there is no fruits?
No. We don't have fruits.
No potato, no vegetables?
No, nothing. Sometimes, but no. You have lake. Always lake. Cottage is always dacha, or cottage always on the lake.
For us it's always work in the garden, plant potatoes.
Oh, yeah?
On the territory of Stalin's dacha, on this hill, there is also a KGB sanatorium, so members of KGB who would take vacations and treatments at this sanatorium. Nothing is left from it, though. It looks like it's not even safe to go up because it's in a very bad state. Imagine he was standing right here and making the decisions that made the history.
Yeah.
It's a nice view. It should inspire to do something nice, you know.
Yeah, and peaceful, you know, and nice with people, you know.
But he decided to send everyone to Gulag.
Yeah, the English, I don't like them. Kazakhstan.
We're going to a Stalin's bath. It's still functioning and so well maintained, in contrary to all the other sanatoriums that we went to. And here he has his private bath. And this one is Stalin's private bath. So probably he sat here and also made decisions that changed all the history, but also maybe not good decisions. We decided to take some procedures in Stalin's bathhouse number 6. And we decided to go with a hydro massage. I liked it. It was 10 minutes laying down in the mineral water.
Yeah.
10 minutes massage done by Georgian nurse.
Georgian nurse.
And 10 minutes again in mineral water.
The massage was nice, but she was a bit rude, you know. She was like, turn right, turn left, and like, turn, like... It's okay, I like it, but she could have been a bit more kind, you know, with me.
But that's a Soviet nurse.
Kind of, I guess. I guess Soviet nurses are not nice, you know, but because nurse from my place, they are.
You go to a Soviet sanatorium, you get a Soviet nurse.
Soviet experience, you know.
And Soviet service.
Some orders, you know, move there, move like that, move like that. Fair enough, I'll know next
10 minutes, go.
10 minutes, go. 10 minutes, get out now, it's over.
Stalin's dacha, Stalin's sanatorium, Stalin's bath. This was a warm-up before visiting the hometown of Yosif Vissarionovich. It's located in Georgia in a city Gori, where we decided to head. By the way, they say that locals in Gori just love Stalin. А правда, что тут местные гордятся Сталиным?
Хорошим, да, конечно.
The main street of the city is named Stalin's Avenue. Until 1956, every locality in Russia used to have Stalin and Lenin streets, but when Nikita Khrushchev came, there was a debunkment of cult of personality of Stalin, and all the names with Stalin were removed. So now in Russia it's unbelievable to see any Stalin street or anything. We have Lenin Street absolutely in every town, village and city of Russia, and Lenin monuments, but you would never see anything connected to Stalin. And here there is Stalin Park, Stalin Street, and we're going to Stalin's birth house now.
My new office, my Gori office on Stalin Street.
А вы из Гори?
Да, местный.
А вы гордитесь, что Сталин отсюда?
Да.
А Сталин был грузин?
Да. Кто сказал, что нет грузин?
Никто не сказал.
А ты там был в музее?
Нет, сейчас пойдем.
Ой, пойди. Я повезу.
А почему здесь всем нравится Сталин?
Потому что он грузин. Местный. Честный человек.
А он же депортировал людей, в ГУЛАГи отправлял.
Зачем сделали такое плохое дело, что он депортировал? А?
Они ничего не сделали. А он взял и депортировал ингушей, татар.
Ингуши, это не знаю. Я грузин, и, кроме грузин ничего не знаю.
Для грузин он сделал все хорошее.
Все
Да?
хорошо.
А вам в Грузии больше нравилось жить во время СССР или после развала?
Лучше бы тогда жил в СССР.
А чем лучше?
Ну все дешевле было здесь. Ушание, ходит, бензин. Все дешевле было.
Сейчас дорого?
Дорого, ну 4 уже бензин.
Приехали, да? Спасибо большое. Диди Мадлоба.
Гайзари, диди гого.
Нахвамдис. This museum was opened in 1937. It was very modest and existed in a form of a house where Stalin was born. But then they decided to expand the museum by constructing a building in Stalinist empire style. So this is the house where Stalin was born and spent his childhood. Very small and a modest one. He comes from a lower class family. His dad was shoemaker and they didn't even own this house. They rented it. They told me that it's rotten inside now and we can't go inside. Stalin really didn't like to fly, he didn't like airplanes, so he usually traveled by a train. And here you can see his armored carriage, which was disguised like an ordinary railway train. Here was Stalin's bath with heating, and here was his working cabinet. This was the room for gatherings, his personal armchair, and this is the Soviet AC. AC looked like this. Another place to check out is Joseph Cafe. In 1920s and before, Joseph Stalin didn't pay much attention to food and eat very, very modestly. And sometimes Stalin made huge feast with lots of Georgian dishes, and we also have chakrakina with beetroot leaves, nadugi, different cheese, and khinkali. So now it's turn for our Georgian feast.
So he was using feast as a tool, you know, to like impress people and like and he will be like inviting different politicians from the West, and they will be forcing them to eat and like eat more.
Здравствуйте!
Прошу вас, как дела?
Отлично у вас.
Отлично. У меня тоже.
In Gori, we will be staying at a guest house with wonderful Leah.
Thank you.
А вы здесь местная, да? Вы здесь выросли?
Да, я из горы, я здесь выросла, жила и живу в нашем городе.
Вы гордитесь тем, что Сталин именно отсюда?
Горжусь.
Да?
Конечно, да.
С одной стороны, он одержал победу над нацистами, создал супердержаву и еще другие достижения. А с другой стороны, депортации, гулаги.
Все говорят, и хорошие, и плохие. Да, это же история. Старые поколения очень любят, уважают Сталина, а вот молодые нет. Вообще Сталин это большой big person. For big person always medal, плюс, минус. И ошибки допустили, хорошего сделал, я так думаю.
Вам нравилось жить в Грузии больше во время СССР или после развала СССР?
Для меня сейчас лучше. Во время Советского Союза лучше, я скажу. Тогда все работали, у всех была работа. И деньги, зарплата. У всех. Но граница была закрыта, только открыта была вот в России, в вашем стране, а вот в Европе закрыта была. Мы не могли путешествовать, мы не могли сделать свой бизнес.
Сейчас лучше?
Сейчас лучше, конечно.
Свободнее, да?
Свободнее, первый раз.
Ну что, как вы, Марджос?
Как вы, Марджос?
Спасибо вам.
Спасибо вам, наоборот. Спасибо большое, милая. Приятно было меня познакомиться.
Диди Мадлова.
Диди Мадлова. Доминик. Very good boy.